to.
Welcome to the place to be, the party. This is where the party.
That's where the party's at. Oh my gosh. I am so impressed with your little intro. I'm so jelly. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, I do want to know.
Love it. Love it. I know. I'm playing around with it. So bear with me. Hopefully you guys saw how awesome that is.
That was dope.
So dope. Let's go. Right. It's like,
let's
hey,
go.
you know where you're at. You're here with me, Stacia, and I have my friend Alex in the house.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm so excited because, Alex and I met in a Facebook group. Okay. We met in a Facebook group
way back in the day.
And we're going to be talking about how to grow, how to engage and monetize your Facebook group. And she's going to share with us her story on how it all happened. But literally, just to give you a quick intro about Alex, she used to be a nurse. And then kind of dabbled in online marketing, and she'll tell you a little bit more about that story too. But she really got the hang of this Facebook group thing and building a tribe and a community, and she's been loving on us. And I want her to share the love here in my group. So if you don't know who I am yet, I don't know where you've been, but
where are you?
If you're watching,
what group are you in? What's going on?
If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure to click that like and subscribe right now to my channel. And if you're in my Facebook group, you already know, you're in the know, you're in the club here. So make sure to hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, and let's go. So I see a few people coming on in. Give us some love, some hearts. And
green too, because I want to see everybody.
My good friend Jessina is here. Awesome. So Alex, yes, tell us a little bit more about about you and the people who don't know you yet.
Absolutely. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Alex. And if you don't know me, it's totally cool. 10 months ago, nobody knew me. Totally fine. So it's all good. I've only really been on this internet marketing scene for about that time period. About 10 months ago, I got started. And really, it's funny because I should say about 10 months and 14 years ago, right? So I've been trying to have success online for about 14 years. And then 10 months ago, it was kind of like, when you've tried and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried and you're like, okay, babe, just one more time. Just please, just let me buy this one more course. Just one more time. I'm going to just Hail Mary it. It was like that. It was that moment. And I purchased the One Funnel Away Challenge. A lot of you guys probably have heard of that from ClickFunnels. Did the One Funnel Away Challenge. And I don't know what it was exactly about the One Funnel Away Challenge, but something about that challenge it just made all the pieces finally click for me, right? And I really began to understand the whole hook, story, offer, and really began to understand the idea of publishing daily and creating that community and building that tribe. And I just started to kind of go, balls to the wall crazy after that. I was like, I am gonna make this work if it kills me, and decided that my platform is choice. Everybody's got their platform of choice. Some people are like really big YouTubers. Some people are really big on Facebook. They run big groups, other people are like Twitter peeps, everybody's got their poison, but I just decided, I'm going to go all in with Facebook groups, and decided to build a Facebook group. And it was slow going at the beginning. You're posting into the void, and you've just poured your heart out and nobody's responding. And you're like, I can't believe it. That was amazing. Or you're going live and nobody's showing up, and everything's going wrong on your lives technically. So it took a little bit of time to get the hang of it. And I started to realize okay, this is actually a thing I really want to know more about. I want to dominate this platform. So I did what good entrepreneurs do, pulled out my wallet, started taking every Facebook course out there I could find, started really formalizing, codifying my knowledge around Facebook groups and particularly how to leverage them to, grow them, obviously engage the participants, right? Because the Facebook algorithm loves engagement. And then finally, I wanted to make a living doing this. I wanted to be able to monetize, right? I did not have a full-time job. I was like, this is my full-time job. So it had to work. So began really mastering the art of monetizing Facebook groups, and just cultivating this rabid tribe of super fans that would buy anything, any offer that I came to them based on a really deep mutual trust. So that was what I started to really geek out about and get into. And later in the year decided, okay, I feel like I know enough. Let me launch something. And we got into that about September of last year. So yeah.
So awesome. Like you did the trial and error. What are some of the mistakes that you made or you because now you're at this point where you're actually teaching other people.
Yeah.
And she is the founder or co-founder of One Group Away Challenge, as she kind of mentioned. So let's talk about the mistakes. What kind of avoid?
So many mistakes. I think that one of the biggest mistakes that I see people making in the beginning, and it's a really easy mistake to make because, in the beginning, like I alluded to, I was like, you've created this group and you're like, well, crap, like, how do I get people into my group? Right. And so what ends up happening is people end up doing and they don't know any better. This is not a slam on anybody because you know what? If you've done it, I've probably done it too because I didn't know. I was just trying to build my group and grow it. So people are spamming people with their links, spamming other groups. They're cold DMing the wrong people. And it can get a little weird and spammy sometimes. If you just friend accept somebody and then you're nailing them with a message, that kind of stuff can be a little bit intrusive. Instead of actually leading with value, instead of actually caring about that other person, caring about the relationship, actually determining whether the opportunity that you've got to join your group even makes sense for that other human being, right? There's a human being on the other side of that screen. So I think that a lot of times people just, they just want a warm body. They just want numbers. And so sometimes they forget to treat people like human beings on the other side and really build that relationship first. And there's ways to really go out there and provide value in the marketplace and become what I like to call a magnet and really just attract people to you. And by virtue of having something called the Facebook profile funnel, by virtue of actually providing valuable information, you can build what's called a sort of a funnel right to your group. So people literally, they see you out there in Facebook land, they see your post, they're like, that was really powerful what that person just said. Oh my gosh, I want to learn more, right? They click on your profile, checking you out, and oh crap, she's got a group. That's awesome. That group speaks exactly to me, to my needs. That's exactly what I want to learn. Click, right? Boom, right in. So when you architect it in such a way that the only place people can find you is your group, the only place they can get to you is your group. Or if they DM you and you're like, hey, would love to have that conversation, come join my group and we'll talk about it in the thread, right? That kind of stuff. Make it such that the only place they can interact with you is your group. And you have this incredible, vibrant community, then they're going to want to come and hang out in your community. So I think that providing value and really focusing on being an attractor and a magnet versus a hunter, be the prey, don't be the hunter, right? That's the paradigm shift. I think that for a lot of people, I see a lot of people making that mistake. That's one thing. Sore throat, hold on.
One other thing too, first, I wanted to mention, actually, going back to that point of you picking, choosing your platform. I made a post actually about you being in this group. And I was like, one of the major questions people ask is where should, what is the best strategy? And I think the best strategy is the one you pursue ruthlessly.
That's the best strategy. Yeah. There is no, okay, guys, ready? I'm going to burst everybody's bubble in here. Don't hate, because I do it out of love. There is no secret. There's no secrets. There's no secrets, right? That should both upset you because you're getting sold on the one hand, right? Because everybody tells you they got a secret. There's no secrets. And number two, should liberate you, right? Because the best platform is the platform that you love, that you're going to show up on every single day, that you're going to want to learn every single itty bitty nitty gritty thing about, and you're going to just dominate, right? And if that's Twitter, go with your bad self. If that's Snapchat, go with your bad self. If that's YouTube, go with your bad self. If that's a Facebook group, go with your bad self. Doesn't matter. There are people on all of those platforms making gajillions of dollars. It literally doesn't matter. The best platform for you is the one that you're going to show up on and dominate.
Exactly.
So that's the real secret.
Right. Exactly. I wanted to make that point first.
Yeah.
Before we go any further on the mistakes. But
absolutely.
We got AJ Ransom here, who I had a call last night, and I was like, dude, you get with your bad stuff on your YouTube, man. Your editing skills are hot. Editing YouTube videos, stick with that. Bobby's in here. He's got interviews going on too. Terrence, welcome. We're going to talk about those things. Okay. So one of the things that Terrence always told me was the gurus keep saying, I got content. Like, where do I even start? Okay. So yeah, we don't want to be spammy. So we backtrack on that first tip. The biggest mistake is like just adding people. Blah, blah, blah. We were just talking to Alex right before the call, and I said, she was like, yeah, I have to delete all these people who just automatically add me to the groups. Like, who hates that? Right?
No fun to be automatically added to groups. No fun to like, you automatically like somebody accepts your friend request and you're like spamming them with a page like request. Like, just come on. Like, that's not how you do this game. And it's funny, like for me, when people that have added value to me, have engaged with me, have joined my group, have in some way just connected with me, even just liked some of my stuff, if they send me like a group request or they send me a page request, I'm like 9 bajillion more times likely to actually like it because I have a fond recollection of that interaction. I have a positive association now with that name, with that person. Even if it was just 1 or 2 interactions, that's all it took, right? To then activate the law of reciprocity and make me go, oh yeah, he liked my post a day or 2 ago. Cool. Yeah, I'll like his page. That's awesome. I support. Like, that's it. That's all it takes, right? It doesn't take much, but it makes all the difference. Anybody sends me a thing that I don't know, I'm like, decline, goodbye. And I usually end up blocking them because it's annoying. And I don't want another, like, just don't. So that's just one of the mistakes I see. I also see people, they give up too soon. That is a huge mistake, huge, right? And I'm gonna just call myself out first on that. Part of the reason it took me 14 years to have success is because I would give up way too soon. I tried way too many things. I thought there was a secret. And I thought that I didn't have the right one. And the next guru had the best one. The next shiny object that came along had the best one. So I just buy all the courses and get halfway through and like get disillusioned. And I didn't have a success in a week. Screw it. Doesn't work. Let's go to the next one. The sooner you get off that hamster wheel, the better, guys. The sooner you simply, listen, that old saying, many roads lead to Rome, is correct in this case. There are so many ways to make money online, and it truly, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter what you choose, other than it needs to resonate for you. It needs to be aligned with you. You need to kind of like dig it, because you're going to have to like get up and do it every day, right? So you don't want to hate it, is what I'm saying. So if you can find something that you really enjoy and that's like that you can master, then that's your road to Rome. Stay on it, right? Don't get sideswiped. You get significantly further taking 20 steps in one direction than taking 1 step in 20 directions, right? You feel productive. You feel busy. You feel like you're getting somewhere, but you're not, right? And like, that's the problem. That's the big thing that happens to us as entrepreneurs. I know intimately because I did it for so long and I allowed it to steal my life and my success from me. And so I am so powerfully against it now, right? Choose it. Choose one goal, one vehicle to get you to your goal, whether it's your own product, whether it's a basket of affiliate products, whether it's whatever it is, whether it's e-com, it doesn't really matter. Choose your one platform, your one goal, your one vehicle. Choose one platform, one social media platform, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, to dominate. And then literally do that until you reach your goal. Like, don't stop. Don't look left. Don't look right. Don't take another course. Everything you need to know, just go. Just go, right? So that's a huge mistake that I see people making, is giving up too soon. They're like, oh man, I tried this for 3 weeks and I didn't make any money, so screw it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I didn't make any money the first 3 weeks either. So
I'm definitely in the past that I'm a recovering.
The first to admit recovering, like, it was bad. It was an addiction. It was bad. So I'm not hating. I'm just saying the sooner we get honest with ourselves about that behavior and how destructive it is, and the sooner we become really, really self-aware about that, the sooner we set ourselves free. Really, at the end of the day, set ourselves free.
You really, and I've said this to myself several times, and I say it to you guys as well too, because I say it to myself, like, you have everything you need.
Amen.
Amen. You already have everything you need.
Yeah. And Steve Larson talks a lot about something. this concept of just-in-time learning versus just-in-case learning. And I think a lot of times it's really safe to stay in learning mode, right? Instead of doing mode, instead of action mode. Taking action is scary because we can screw up, we can fail. We can like look like a fool in front of people, right? But if we're just information hoarding and we're just learning all the time, that's our safe zone, right? Where nobody's like, we're not doing anything, we can't screw up. So a lot of us get into that information hoarding zone and we stay there. And the problem is all we're doing is just in case learning. We're on information overload. We're not retaining anything. Just in time learning is saying, okay, I'm going to do this one thing. And I will the only thing that I will allow myself to learn is the very next thing that allows me to take the very next step. And then I will go and do and implement. And once I've hit another wall that I can't advance because of some learning deficit, I'll go address that very specific learning deficit and then move on. And that's it. And that's how you get to your goal really, really quickly and in a very focused way.
Awesome. Oh, Shweta's here. My
favorite. Tom, I love. So good to see you.
I know her. Cool.
I love Shweta. I'm actually going to pull up the live here as well so I can see you guys. Beth is here. Terrence here. Shweta's here. What's going on, everybody? It's so good to see you. Bobby's here. Jessina, AJ. Some new faces in here. This is awesome. So good to see you guys.
My computer is so slow too. I'm trying.
Don't worry. All good. I got everybody here. Hello, favorite people. Shweta says, hello, favorite girl. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So yeah, and if you guys watching have any questions whatsoever, and this doesn't have to be questions about Facebook groups, guys. This can be just questions, right? We can just do an AMA. We can just have some fun, like whatever. Questions about life, questions about entrepreneurship, questions about focus, about discipline, about systems, whatever it is. I'm kind of starting to geek out these days on like automations and all kinds of fun stuff. So, hey, open forum. We can have fun.
One of the things I love about you is that we actually connected because we both are very like-minded, and the person who connected us like could tell like we were very like entrepreneur, like not entrepreneurial. Well, we are entrepreneur, but
yeah.
Like, as in like all about positivity and mindset, and like
that was Rachel, right?
That's like totally number one.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Doug was like, you guys.
Oh, Doug. Okay. I was like, Doug. Yeah.
Doug and like Clarence, and like I was so like I don't even know how.
That's right. We were on that thing with Doug. That's right.
And I was like, I didn't even feel like I was actually contributing that much. I was just like, oh, this is so cool, and like sharing my little input, which I didn't feel like it was that.
It was good. No, I remember.
But it was good. Yeah.
we had an impressive session there. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you're right about that. Like, how positivity is so important. Let's be honest. Like, this game is hard. This game is lonely. This game, like I know that everybody comes on here in social media like, it's so good, it's so great, but it's kind of bullshit. It's hard. Let's like super real talk. It's hard. It's lonely. It's late nights sometimes. It's early mornings sometimes. It's there can be a grind, and particularly part of the reason I have gotten so into things like systems and standard operating procedures and using VAs and outsourcing is because I experienced over the past year 2 distinct episodes of like severe burnout. And it was to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to have to drop out of this game because it's going to kill me, or I got to figure out another way. Right. And that's something we don't talk about a lot. Right. And I think that mindset, especially like I'm now coaching with Liz Benny, and she talks about one of the first things I'll never forget. She said to me, she was like, this game is 99% mindset, 1% strategy and tech. She said, and nobody talks about that. Like, and you're 100% like, if you're not dialed in a really sort of optimistic, having optimistic expectations. I was watching Myron Golden, an interview with him last night, and he was like, expectation is the superpower of human beings. It is like the singular superpower. So when you can dial your expectations in to only expect positivity and to only expect good to come to you, like that's a superpower. And I think that we don't do that enough. We don't spend conscious energy and effort on that enough. And so it's so important to stay in that mind space, if you will.
Yeah, 100% agree. And actually, you know a little bit more about my story, what I've been going through the last 6 months, and then and the people who are close to me in this group too. Some of them know, and one of them actually I posted the other day, and I was really actually super glad that he like asked me this question was, how do you keep going? How do you keep dropping all this content? And you know, go through your trials and tribulations and stuff like that. And I'm like, funny because
tell me. I would love to know. Like, tell me. I'll answer it, but I want to hear your answer too.
So yeah, my answer, if you may or may not have seen my story, and I actually was like, oh, I shocked my own self how profound I was. No, no, but it was like it's really one of the support system. Like I have so many awesome friends in this community, and like positive like mentorship like over the years. Actually, and earlier today I even shared in my mastermind group that I have once a month that I said I've been training for this my whole life, and then especially in the last 10 years. The last 10 years, my millionaire mentor, which the call I shared with, he was like, yeah, like that is so awesome to hear that you've been training this your whole life, because when you go through breakdowns, I get excited. This is how weird and weird
My coach said that.
My coach said that to me too. Breakdowns, I get excited because I'm like,
you know, you're right on the verge of a breakthrough.
Something huge is
coming.
Yeah.
Liz says this to me all the time. Anytime I call crying, she's like, something big's coming. I just know it. Like something big's coming. I'm like, stop saying that. That's funny.
Yeah, that's how weird we are. Like, but that's a good thing.
So you rely on this incredible network, right? So a network of community that you yourself have built, and then a network of mentors that you also lean on.
Oh yeah. And, you know, and knowing, and this is what I've been training on. I said, I've been training on this for my whole life, because I know when you see the contrast, like I coach myself of like, whoa, that's what I don't want, you know? And then I go and focus on what I do want. And I get really obsessive and crazy about like all the opportunities and how fun it would be to be doing these other things that are just focusing on the big picture.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, what you do want. Absolutely.
Because, you know, when you're in joy and when you're doing fun things that you want to do, and this is back to, you had mentioned it too, like feeling out what works for you. If you love YouTube, if like doing a live stream excites you, or doing interviews like this, like do more of that.
Do more of that. Do more of what brings you joy. Yes, like that. Because here's the thing, going back to the point, like it's hard. So you should at least love what you're doing. Like if you're going to put in the 12 hours, make it something you really enjoy. Like get into flow. You know, for me, like, you know, spreadsheets or whatever, like I'm like, I don't want to do it. Right. Like, so like that's other people in my business. I'm like, yeah, you do it, you know? So I do the things that bring me joy because I'm really good at them, because I'm in flow. Right. When I'm not in flow, when I'm struggling to, you know, I'll procrastinate. I won't do it. It'll just weigh on me. It takes up mental bandwidth. Like, no, find a who, not a how, and move on. Like it's just taking up space and it's taking up time. And anything that takes me too much time actually costs me too much money. And so I just go, nope, you're costing me money. I'd rather outsource you. Let's keep going, because it slows down. It slows you down.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there was one thing I wanted to say also, and that is, I wanted to answer that question for whoever asked it in your group, was like, how do you deal with all the stuff and then still produce good work, right? Like, how do you do that? And I have developed a practice over this past year, started about around the time that I launched OGAC, about the beginning of September. And it sort of looks like this. And some of this is going to sound woo woo, and that's cool. Like whatever, I'm a little woo woo. But you know, so I get up I make sure I get up at 7 a.m. every morning, and from 7 to 11, like that time is my time. That time is sacred. Like there's no email, there's no Facebook, there's no DMs, there's no I'm not picking up my phone and I don't react to the world, right? Like I say, nope, This is my container. This is my time. I make sure that I work out. I make sure that I meditate. I visualize, and by visualizing, I am looking into the future and I am getting so clear on what I want. And I see it. I feel it. I taste it. I touch it. The hair on my back of my neck stands up because I'm so excited about it. I can feel it, and it's like when I get into that state, I am not remembering my past. I am remembering my future. And I can feel it, right? That's where I'm headed. I don't care about my past. That's where I came from. I'm not going there, right? I'm only going one direction. So like I orient myself in that way. And like a whole bunch of others, I read, I do whatever, random stuff. And, shower, get ready by 11 o'clock. I'm ready to crank. And I know where I am going. I am going to my future. And every single day, I look at my task list and I go, okay, is there anything I can eliminate? Anything that's just for vanity metrics, non-revenue generating. Now, it's not truly important to the core of what I'm doing, right? And if I can eliminate it right off the task list, it's gone. Is there anything here that can be automated? If so, I'm outsourcing it to somebody I know who knows how to put together zaps and automations and things. And I'm like, figure out a way to automate this, please, because I don't want to do it ever again. Boom. Okay. And then, can I delegate it? Do I have a VA on staff, or is there somebody I can hire that I can delegate this thing to who can probably do it better than me? Graphics, I can't even draw a stick figure. I'm terrible, right? So I've got to have somebody to do anything graphic related. So that kind of stuff. And then I look at my task list and what's left is the stuff I enjoy. It's the stuff that brings me life. And I'm like, cool. I get to do this today. I get to do a training. I love teaching. I love training. I love that kind of stuff. So that's the stuff I want to do. Done. So that's how you bulletproof yourself against all the BS. And it's how you stay in flow and do work that you want. You figure out it really goes back to a lot of the who's, not the hows. You're delegating, you're figuring out, and you're eliminating. Guys, we don't have to do it all. We don't have to do it all. It goes back to the rule of ones. One goal, one thing, just boom, stop doing it all. Figure out your one thing and do that.
I love it. I love it. It's like the one, yeah, I mean, there's a book, The One Thing, but I've been actually saying this a lot lately. What is that one thing? What do you want to be known for?
That's a great question. That's a great question right there. What do you want to be known for?
What do you want to be? And that could change, but what do you want to be known for now, right now? And
absolutely.
So having that one talk, one, story that intertwines with that one thing, and then that one offer.
Yep.
And then, intertwine that. Yeah. One talk, one offer that could totally get, you can make $1 million. You can make $1. You can make $1 million.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I was listening to Myron Golden yesterday, and it was January 13th yesterday. He'd already made $1 million inside of 2020 in 13 days. Made $1 million with one funnel, one offer.
I love Myron.
I love Myron. One funnel, one offer, guys. Splayed focus is as good as no focus. Focus. That's fun. Bring it in.
Let's talk about the one funnel away. I mean, I'm sorry, not the one.
I do it all the time.
One challenge.
One
group away challenge. I actually wrote down some notes because we talked. We pinpointed a few things. What pulled me out of, and this is we've mentioned this already. There's been times as an entrepreneur you get depressed, things aren't working, but oh my gosh, Alex just gave you all this, the tips on how to pull that out of, get yourself out, right? And the community helped me get myself out. Mentorship,
having coaches, having mentors, Lord, so important.
So the One Group Away Challenge has all of that included, as well as accountability. I'm an accountability coach for many people out there. And so the One Group Away Challenge does that as well. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So One Group Away Challenge, I'll just give you guys like the 10,000 foot view kind of, and just talk about some of those points as well. So basically it is a challenge that I designed to help you through the 3 stages of group growth and monetization. So basically you have the build, attract, and grow phase, right? This is we're laying the foundation. We're putting up the walls, we're putting the roof on the house kind of thing. We're getting all of that structure in place such that you can then grow and monetize this group. We're teaching you how to become a magnet and how to attract people to your group almost effortlessly when you follow this formula, right? Teach you how to set up your Facebook profile funnel, all that fun stuff. Then we move on to the next phase of the challenge, which is the serve, engage, and prime to buy, or as I like to joke, the oh shit, there's people in my group, what do I do now phase, right? So now you've learned how to attract them, they're coming, what the heck do you do, right? So then we go through like what type of posts to make, how to do interviews, how to do interview swaps, right? Like how to actually get people to answer your questions, how to run ask campaigns to figure out what it is they actually want you to teach them on, like all these different things. And we're in doing so, positioning you as the de facto group leader, positioning you as the authority, right? And that word sounds a little authoritarian, excuse the pun, but you know, I don't really like that word, but it's kind of the best word that we have. You know, people, they look up to you. They want you to lead them. They want you to say, hey, do you like this software or this software? What's your experience, right? And they want you to have a knowledgeable response that guides them. So this process begins to position you as that leader, and it primes them to buy your suggestions or buy your product or your offers, right? So then phase 3 is everybody's favorite phase. This is like the golden calf. This is where everybody, you know, all your hard work comes to fruition. This is the monetize, automate, and outsource phase where, you know, you're literally, we give you monetization scripts that I got with permission from a mentor of mine. He is a man who, at last count, I actually have not checked his group lately, but the group that he was teaching me from, he had over 250,000 members in that group. It was a diet group, right? So it wasn't even in the make money online space. Diet group, 250,000 members in here. And he was using these exact monetization scripts that we gave you, right? And he was able to, and these are scripts, by the way, that he used not only in his diet group, but he uses in his make money online groups. He uses in a fitness group. Like he's got different niches. He's got a dog and a cat group. So these are universal scripts. They are not niche specific. So I don't want anybody to worry about that. And I took these scripts and with his permission, templatized them and made them such that they're literally plug and play. You can just like put your offer and the details in and use the same structure to really sell without selling. It's like, here's this awesome 45-minute training using this script. And oh, by the way, hey, I really hope that you guys have learned a ton from this training. I hope you got a massive amount of value. And you know, if that's all we do together, then oh my gosh, I hope I served you. For those of you for whom this resonates and you are like, oh my gosh, I'm getting it. I am ready. I'm ready to lose those 30 pounds. I'm ready to, you know, whatever it is, make money online, opportunity, whatever that thing is, right? If you're ready to take that next step, then listen up. Can I have 5 minutes of your time? And then you make that offer, right? And it's so, and you have literally led with so much value that they're like, an opportunity to ascend the relationship? Are you kidding me? Yeah, let's go, right? And so, and then a percentage of those people, 9 times out of 10, are going to take you up on that ascension offer because you have led with so much value and you have activated the law of reciprocity. You have literally, you know, as Gary Vee says, like he who leads with value wins, right? You have given the olive branch. You've said, I'm good for it. I'm here to serve you, right? And if this is my free stuff, imagine what the paid stuff is like, right? So that's the conversation anyhow going on in the customer's mind. So we teach you how to monetize. We give you our scripts. We teach you the automations and how to batch create content so that you're not like, God, I have to be creative every day of the week. Oh my gosh. Like I'm not creative every day of the week. Like I'm creative like once a month. I like batch content and then like deuces. Like I don't have to be creative because there's a scheduler in native Facebook scheduler. We teach you how to schedule things at exactly the right time using Facebook's own data that shows you exactly when your group members are most active, when you want to know that, right? And like be able to drop your content like exactly when they're most active. It's amazing. And it allows for just this, you know, I like to joke, like I literally don't spend more than about 15 minutes a day in my group. And it's as active as a cafeteria food fight in there. Like it's like not in a bad way, like in a good way. So it's just, so we teach you to engineer engagement in that way so that Facebook will continually send you more leads on autopilot because that is how Facebook rewards engaged groups. And then we teach you, you know, how to outsource. We've got some SOPs in there for virtual assistants and such. So it's exciting. I love the challenge, and we have a Facebook community that is extremely vibrant. This is where you go for daily accountability. We help you with your Facebook lives. all of your questions are answered in there. We've got questions threads every 24 hours. Those questions threads are answered by myself or my business partner. And we've got two graduates who I want to call them out, Dan and Teresa, Dan the Funnel Man and Teresa Murato. These two are just unbelievable. They graduated the OGAC, took the whole thing. They have their own group. They're doing great. They're launching a coaching program very soon. And they have decided to take it upon themselves to, they took over my Q&A calls, and they're doing the Q&A calls because they're just like, we want to know this inside and out. Like, we want to become experts. When I was like, yeah, let's do it. Right. So they're just basing everything like on the OGAC material itself and answering the questions. And I come in and I like watch what they're doing and I help guide and so they really wanted to step up as experts, and they're cultivating their own knowledge base. And it's a beautiful thing to watch them grow and inside of this community, and the network that's come out of this community is unbelievable. Like, I see people like supporting each other, and they're doing interviews and like in each other's groups. And it's just this thing that has taken off and grown. And it's been powerful to watch. It's been really powerful to watch. It's special.
It is. Oh my gosh. So people are like, yes, law of reciprocity. Love it. I'm good for it. I'm here to serve you. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So who's here? Oh my gosh, we have Talitha in the house. We got Eric. What's up, my brother? Oh, Shweta says OGAC has an amazing community. It really does. It really does. I got to say, like, I am just blown away all the time by the community in there. Really special. Did anybody have any oh, Shweta, such a good question. Shweta says, how do you decide what to focus on? Such a good question. So I'm going to, Shweta, answer that in two ways, because I don't know at what level you're asking it. So if you wanted to provide clarification, please do. But what I'm hearing you ask is either, is it how do I choose what to focus on in the beginning, right? Like, hey, I'm here, I'm a beginner and I don't know what to do, right? Is it that question? Or is it, okay, I've got a business and I've got 30 million things to do. What do I focus on? Like, what's the actual question you're asking? Because I want to make sure that, we're good. Talitha's like, where do I sign up for OGAC? You know what? Miss Stacia has a link for you, I believe. I don't have a link. Miss Stacia has a link. Oh, Stacia, look at you. You put it right on the screen. Is she so fancy? Y'all, she's fancy. I'm low tech. I don't even know how to do that.
I told her low tech, big check. You just handle it. Let me handle it.
Love it. Cool. So, okay. So Shweta says different offers and platforms. Okay. Good question. So I'm sure Stacia has an answer for this. And probably what would be really helpful, Stacia, is if both of us answer this question. So you want to go ahead and answer this question and then I'll answer it from my perspective?
Sure. Different offers.
Like how do you know what to focus on when there's different offers or platforms? Like, what should I, in this world of choice that we have, like, how do you zoom and focus on just the one thing, this, that, and the other? I have an answer, but I want to hear your answer too.
To me, actually, this is hard for people.
Yeah.
And I actually spent a little extra time on one of my coaching calls this afternoon because I really wanted her to get it. And I'll share with you what I shared with her too. It's always you're always going to change, but whatever, like what we were talking about today was like, what feels good to you? Like, what do you want to be known for? For example, our friend Rachel, Rachel Esley, she was doing affiliate marketing. She was known for affiliate marketing. Now she's, evolved to traffic. She wants to be known for leads and traffic. So you just really have to decide, like, put your stake in the ground and decide, like, what do you want to be known for? What do you get excited about?
Yeah. So I love that. And I'll say, in addition to that, I feel like, for me, I'm sort of in a state of evolution as well, a lot like Rachel. I kind of put my stake in the ground for Facebook groups, and that's still very much my thing. I love Facebook groups. I love teaching it. That's my thing. As we move into 2020, I'm very much going to be putting some expanded stakes in the ground on different things that are exciting me, right? I'm not the same person who launched the OGAC 6 months ago, right? And I hope that 6 months from now, I'm not the same person that I am now. My commitment is to Kaizen. And if you guys don't know what Kaizen is, it's a Japanese word that means it's continuous improvement in every area of your life. And that is my commitment. So I damn well hope in 6 months I'm not the same person that I am today. And in 12 months, I'm not the same person that I am today, right? I want to be continuously evolving. You should want to be continuously evolving. So the question is, what excites you right now, married with who's your audience and what pain points do they have and what do they need solved, right? And how do you, so like, here's their pain points and here's what turns you on. Is there overlap? Because in the place where there's overlap between what excites you and what hurts them and the possible solution that you can provide, like that's magic right there. That's magic. So that's how you begin to go, okay, I know exactly what I want to focus on. I know exactly where they're hurting and what solutions they need, right? You know, if let's pretend your audience is, you know, overweight women who need to lose weight fast because they're going to get married in 3 weeks. Cool. They have a really big pain point, pressing need, right? And you are super big into fitness and diet and and you love serving and helping people. Well, oh my gosh, like there's some serious overlap, right? Like you can help these women. This is amazing. And so figuring out what is the fastest way to deliver the solution to them in a way that's going to actually really serve them at the highest level, like that's where I would be focusing on. And then if you're talking about platforms, again, it's what turns you on. Are you really into like being on camera and being on video and all about YouTube and editing and YouTube SEO and like all the things that go into that? Then like go with your bad self. Are you more somebody who wants to be on TikTok and just be really like casual and quick and just no editing, just blah from my phone, here I am, right? Do TikTok. TikTok's really big right now. If you want to build a community, right? And you want to just like serve them in the way that a Facebook community, then do that, right? So again, it's back to the question, what lights you up? What lights you up? Because again, like there are many roads to Rome and there is no wrong answer. There are no secrets. What is right for me is not right for you, is not right for him, for her, for like you can make anything work when you work it. You can make anything work.
The other thing I wanted to mention too, or this is what I always ask my students too, is to think about where you were, talking about the evolution of who we were 10 years ago, or, you know, the Alex 10 years ago is not the same Alex today.
Not remotely.
So how can we, my question was to my student, how can you think about how you can help the Alex that you were 10 years ago get to where you are in the quickest way possible?
Such a powerful question, because what that does is that, you know, it allows you a couple of things. Number one, it allows you deep empathy. It's really sometimes hard for people to have empathy for others, but we can easily have empathy for ourselves, right? We know where we were. We know the struggle. We know the pain. We know the dark nights. We know all of that, right? And so because we are intimate with our own struggles, if we say, okay, cool, I want to serve that person from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, right? Wherever on the continuum they are, wherever you're feeling most called to serve, like whoever on that continuum you're feeling most called to serve, you can be deeply empathetic because you know what it was like to be there. Number two, you're an expert on that journey by virtue of having done the journey yourself, right? You're an absolute expert on that journey because you walked it. So you know it intimately. It gives you authority. And empathy and authority are two of the most important qualities to have as a brand, as a personal brand, right? People look up to you when you say, I've been there. I know. I was in your shoes. I was in your shoes 6 months ago, and I know how bad it hurts, right? But I have moved through it. I have stepped over here, and here's what's happening over here, and you're so close, and I have a plan, and I want to show you how to get here. And if you'll just take my hand, right? And you pull through, that's empathy and authority, right? Right there. Extremely powerful marketing tools to help you deliver your solutions to the people who need them. So hopefully that helps.
I think so. Hopefully that helps too. I definitely think so. Cool. Different offers. Yes. Different offers, different platforms. So like, I was just thinking about that too, you know, like Shweta, she's like the chatbot, like girl, you know, like
when I think Shweta, I think chatbots,
you know?
Yeah.
So it'd be like telling your story about how you got involved in that. Like, how did you get to learn chatbots and stuff. I actually created a new chatbot comment thing, and I shared it, asked a friend to check it for me, and he was like, how did you do that? And I'm like, oh, well, I think I have a video on that. I should probably redo the video on that too. But that stuff comes easy to me. I love that stuff. Like, I love the tech. Like that's where I get joy out of. Like,
yeah. Shweta, if you want a little on the spot coaching, like I think that take what Stacia and I are saying, because both of us are very we're in this marketplace with you, right? We see you. And to both of us, when we think Shweta, we think chatbots. Like, you are synonymous in the marketplace with chatbots. That's a powerful thing, my friend. Congratulations. Like, you have branded yourself such that two other influencers go, Shweta equals chatbots. Just the same way Alex equals Facebook groups, right? Like, it's the same thing. When you have done that branding well, like, give yourself a hand. That's powerful. Now leverage it. Meaning, like, what is the, again, I keep referencing Myron Golden. Guys, if you have not seen that interview in Alan Dean's group, like, it was like mind-blowing moment. Brain was like melting on the floor out of my head. I couldn't write fast enough. I was just like, this guy charges $15,000 an hour, okay, to consult. And we got an hour of his time. And I was like losing my mind because my pen would not, I was like, it's not writing fast enough. Like, it was amazing. So, but he talks about, like, look, focus on the pain. I mean, really go deep in the pain that your customer's having. When you create magnets, here's a little magic. When you create magnets, create negative lead magnets, right? The 7 mistakes that every entrepreneur makes when it comes to chatbot marketing, right? Follow these, learn these lessons, and maybe you won't get slapped by Facebook. Shit, I don't want to get slapped by Facebook. I better check that out. Oh my God, right? Like, if I'm into chatbot marketing, I might want to know that. So for whatever reason, the studies show that negative lead magnets pull harder than positive lead magnets, right? So that was number one. Then you want to focus in all of your communications with your target audience on the pain. And then as you transition, people aren't interested in your process. They're not interested in your person. They're not interested in your product. They're not interested in your pieces. They're not interested in any of that. They're interested in the payoff. What is the payoff for them? And I'm quoting Myron here, so don't think I'm a genius. I'm not. I'm just quoting Myron. So he said they're interested in the payoff you can give them. So if all you did was focus on the pain and the payoff that they got, done. So take that now, Shweta, and think about your target audience who's desperate to learn how to execute on a chatbot for their marketing, right? They're desperate. Like, what's the payoff they want, and what's the pain that they're suffering right now? And use that to get them into your world, to serve them up an offer. And when you make an offer, by the way, make sure that you can 10x the result, like, that you're charging. So you're charging $300. You better be able to make them an easy $3,000 from that $300 solution, if that makes sense. If you're charging a $10,000, so you're $10,000 for your solution, they better be able to really clearly get and see $100K ROI, right? Like, that's the type of offer you need to be making. So you need to make his recommendation at the end was make more offers, make better offers more often, right? So that's what needs to be happening. And yeah, hopefully that helped. That was a big rant.
No, that's great. Whip them. WIFFM.
Whiff them. What's in it for me? Absolutely. Yeah. That's the only thing that anybody cares about. Whiff them.
People want that drama. That's why
they do.
Here's a headline trick. You look at the tabloids and then
that's a good old copyright and direct marketing.
All right, guys, we're almost at the top of the hour. I think we got so many great nuggets. I want to share with you one more time. OGAC, you go to my link in the description below, staciakennedy.com, OGAC. I just actually thought about this. I just completed a really cute little mini course that I think would be really valuable. So whoever buys this will, get involved. You buy it from my link. Let me know that you got into the challenge, and I'll send you my mini course on how to create gifts for your business.
Ooh, fun.
One of the cool things that that Alex does is she uses a lot of gifts to engage the audience.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna
why?
show you.
There's a reason why I do it. I don't do it just because they're fun. I do it because Facebook themselves came out and said that gifts and videos create more engagement. Yes, so I want more engagement. So gifts are everything. Yes, keep going then. Keep going.
Oh no, if you want to know, you can use the ones that you can search for on Giphy. She will share with you how to use them and what content to post with them. But I'm going to show you how to create them out of your own videos so that you're branding you.
That's fun.
And I'm also going to show you how to make it so that it comes up in the search as well when you do gifts and how to use it. So yeah.
Snap. That's fun because I've searched like Russell Brunson before, and Russell Brunson has gifts, and like Steve Larson has gifts, and like Zeki has his own gifts. So like, how cool is it to have your own gift? Like the brand, that's fun. That's very fun. I like it. I like it very much. And guys, I just want to say, like, it would be my honor. It would be my honor, my pleasure. It would be so amazing to be able to support you through this and give you the opportunity that I didn't have. I didn't have anybody going, hey, yeah, like, let me guide you. Let me show you how to have create this amazing asset that's going to literally set you free financially. I started this year, guys, $120,000 in debt, combined student loan and credit card debt. Okay. I had about $1,000 left to my name in February of 2019. Okay. Not even a year later, I've done about $235,000 in sales from my Facebook group only, right? My Facebook group and the email list that I built right through my Facebook group. So everything is directly attributable to that group. So what I'm telling you is I want to give you this superpower, right? And I'd like to support you in having this superpower, in learning how to literally build your own raving tribe of super fans who will follow you to the ends of the earth by whatever it is you are authentically and transparently and honestly serving them with, right? So I'd love to show you how to do that. I'd love for you to come along. Please go through Stacia's link. That's my way and our way of honoring her time and her amazingness and inviting us into this group. And yeah, that's it. And you get a cool gift, of course, like, no brainer.
That brought me joy. I was like, I don't care. You could probably YouTube it or whatever, but it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
I got some great testimonials. Xavier, if you're still on here, is one of my coolest students on there. And he's actually blowing me out of the water. I'm like, oh, he's doing some really cool
Isn't it amazing when your students like just, and you're like, go with your bad self. All right. Whoa, you can give me a run for my money. That's awesome.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it.
Thanks again. Thanks for being here. You guys,
so grateful.
Alex, we actually scheduled this at 2019, and I was just like excited and couldn't wait. So you guys,
we scheduled this back in December or something, and I'm so glad we made it happen.
Me too. Making it happen, guys.
Make it happen. Love you guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight.
Thanks. All right. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Much love and aloha.
Bye, guys. Bye. Thanks.